our first lecture about the topic of colonialism in Asia and Africa, let's move further in the chapter today with the topic of factors that caused World War I. Already one of the reasons, which was colonialism, we have discussed. But that was not the only reason. Many such reasons gathered and the World War I took place. As we know well that World War I is one of the most unforgettable and heartbreaking event of the past. It had led us to much destruction. Right? Then let's see one more such reason responsible for the World War I. That is Frankfurt Treaty. Now what do you mean by the word Frankfurt Treaty? Frankfurt is the name of the treaty, whereas treaty means an agreement. Right? Now who signed this agreement and why? Then one war took place between two huge powers of Europe, which are Germany and France. So in the countries of Germany and France, a war took place which is known as Sedan War in the history. Right? So what has happened in the Sedan War? In the war, Germany defeated France. So France was defeated by Germany in Sedan War. Now as France was defeated, France had to sign treaty. Now that treaty came to be known as Frankfurt Treaty. Now this Frankfurt Treaty itself was very much unjust, and this became one of the reasons for the World War I to take place. Now let's see what the treaty was including. So as per the treaty, France had to pay the war fine. The whole war fine has to be paid by France, as they lost, right? Along with the war fine, even they have to give away their two provinces named Lorraine and Alsace to Germany to carry out their trade. Right? So the economy of France was fully destructed. To overcome this humiliation which Germany did with France, it became one of the reasons for World War I to took place. Right? So in this manner, Frankfurt Treaty itself, which was unjust to France, became the reason for World War I. So till now, we have discussed colonialism, then Frankfurt Treaty. These two were the reasons. Along with it, the list is long. There were economic reasons, militarism, groupism and secret treaties, feeling of fierce nationalism, role of newspapers, and the people's philosophy about war. These all are also the reasons for the World War I to take place. Let's understand all these reasons in detail now. First such reason is economic reasons. As the name suggests, economic reasons means the countries which were establishing their colonies over the other weaker countries. Obviously, what has happened? The economy of that weak countries have scattered. Peoples of that countries became poor. And this is how, what has happened? Europe has made many countries of Asia and Africa poor. Even the survival of the peoples living in that countries became very tough. Right? So economically, peoples were much exploited by Europeans. And this is how, as peoples were financially destroyed, this became the reason for the people to opt for World War I. Right? Along with it, second factor is militarism. All the superpower countries of the world were expanding their armies like anything. In some of the countries of Europe, it has become compulsory for the civilians to have the military training. In the same manner, even countries started expanding their atomic power. Arms and amendments started improving, or they were in much quantity produced. Again, which is considered to be risky for the weaker nations. Might these countries which are having so much powerful military and arms and amendments with them, they can attack on the weaker countries, and this is how they can have the control of that weak countries to them. Right? So this is how militarism means expansion of military, and the expansion of arms and amendments became the reason for the First World War to take place. Right? Third such reason is groupism and secret treaties. Now the word groupism means that the whole world, countries of the world, were divided into two groups. As one such group of countries have made their group, other countries also decided to bifurcate themselves into the other group. In this way, all the countries of the world were divided into two groups. They came to be known as Allied Powers and Central Powers. Right? So this is how the all countries of the world divided themselves into Allied Powers and Central Powers. Right? This groupism or a secret treaty means that all the countries, those who have divided themselves into these two groups, they secretly sign treaty about that any time in the world, whenever this kind of disaster will occur, particular country will be in support of that group only. So in this manner, they have divided countries into two parts. Right? So this groupism and secret treaties became the reason for the World War I. The fourth one is feeling of fierce nationalism. Now what do you mean by fierce nationalism? A very strong nationalism. Nationalism is the feeling of the individual for its own country. Each and every individual living in their country should have nationalism towards their own country. But nationalism, if you are doing anything to the other countries and you think that it is for the betterment of their country, then it is not correct at all. Right? We should have nationalism. But in the name of nationalism, we cannot harm other countries. So in the name of, when they had the feeling of fierce nationalism, what has happened? Each and every country started feeling that whatever they are doing to protect their country or with other countries is correct. They are doing it in the name of nationalism. But basically this criteria, this concept was incorrect. Right? What they started believing that whatever their country is doing is only correct and rest of all the countries are incorrect or they are not right. Right? So this is how fierce nationalism means doing anything for the growth and development for their own country became the reason for the World War I. Right? Next and the fifth one is the role of newspapers. We all know well that newspapers always plays an important role in developing public opinion. Right? So whenever any human thinking or public opinion is built up, newspaper always plays an important role. Each and every country started printing false information, over exaggerated information, information relating to the fierce nationalism. Right? So this is how this overprinted things in the newspaper also created an impression on the peoples living in the country that other all nations or neighboring countries of that country are all doing something wrong with them. Right? So this is how even newspapers played an important role in having the feeling of fierce nationalism and having the feeling of hatred, enmity towards other neighboring countries. This feeling of enmity or hatred became the reason for that countries to have opted for the World War I. Right? And the last reason of the factors responsible for the World War I is philosophy about war. Now what do you mean by philosophy? Philosophy means thinking. Right? People's philosophy or thinking about the war was different. They started believing war as a sacred work. Now what do you mean by sacred work? A holy work. Another, they started feeling war is a welfare. The other one, they started believing that only mighty have the life to live or only mighty have the right to live. Right? So this is how even this kind of the beliefs of the people's thinking became the reason for World War I. Right? So this is how till now we have seen colonialism, Frankfurt Treaty, economic reason, militarism, groupism, feeling of fierce nationalism, role of newspapers, philosophy about war. These all led us to to the drastic event of World War I, which proved very much destructive for the peoples in the world. Right? So this is all about factors that caused World War I. Now what was World War I? What has happened? Who fighted? Who won? That all we would be discussing in lecture number 3. Till then, try to get whatever I explained today and stay happy, stay safe at home. Thank you so much.